Good afternoon, dear ladies and gentlemen. My name is Vasileva. It is a pleasure to speak in front of you. I will present a topic that entered not only the business environment, but is a permanent part of our daily life. The topic of emotional intelligence. The term EQ was created when it was observed that people with high EQ were not immune to failure, and people with low EQ succeeded. Look at the iceberg of IQ and EQ intelligence. If we look at the so-called iceberg model, it can be seen that our mental intelligence is in the visible part that shapes us as a person, but it occupies much less space than our consciousness. And our emotional intelligence, which determines our behavior in various situations and when making decisions, is in the visible part. It is embedded in our subconsciousness. What does EQ mean? Emotional intelligence, or the ability to achieve your goals by interacting with your environment. Emotional intelligence is a complex whole of behavior, abilities, convictions, and values. It means balance between mind and emotion. How does a person with high EQ and a person with low EQ look like? A person with high EQ is assertive. He is self-respecting and respectful to others. He is determined with strong will and endurance. He is warm and cordial, sociable and enthusiastic. He knows how to convince, influence and keep his word. He is consistent, knows how to enjoy someone else's success and forgive. He is a good listener and empathic. But a person with low EQ is aggressive. He is impudent, selfish and passive in teamwork. He confronts himself, criticizes himself and is easily distracted. He changes his mood often, does not listen, he is picky, grumpy, stubborn. He does not apologize and does not forgive easily. He is jealous and speaks loudly. Emotional intelligence has 5 areas of competence. Who are they? They are social skills, self-awareness, self-regulation, empathy, and motivation. Social skills are on the top of the EQ pyramid. They are a complex whole of all the areas. Start first by recognizing your emotions and your corresponding reactions in external environments. What are emotions? All emotions are moment-to-moment experiences. They can be joy, love, fear, anxiety, dislike, or hatred, insult or anger, sadness, feelings of inferiority or greatness. The first step is to realize these emotions and to be able to express them to yourself. When you realize them, then only by your will, you begin to control yourself. Emotional expression or self-control. Emotionally intelligent people know how to control their desires, behavior, and their emotions. Therefore, self-control is the ability to manage and control your own emotional state through the open expressions of feelings, verbally and non-verbally. Which emotions must we control, especially in the business environment? First of all, it is anger. Anger is a way of making others pay for your own emotional imbalance. Anger is not easy to be overcome. This requires some responsibility. Often, our anger towards someone is only a reason for their action. But actually, the reason is different. It comes from a different source that lurks as an insult in us. Fear, anxiety, and the other that challenges us is the one which pushes the red button on the accumulated negative emotions and feelings in us. Therefore, in building high emotional intelligence, the first place is training self-control. It is our self-control in a crisis situation not to take out on others what someone or circumstances have accumulated in us. Of utmost importance for building high emotional intelligence is the knowledge of nonverbal communication. or the control of body language. Our facial expression, our gesture, and our posture speak louder than words. For example, crossed legs indicate hesitancy or uncertainty. Crossed hands speak of a barrier or non-acceptance. The ironic look on our face shows our disbelief. A slight smile on the edge of our lips shows disdain. Pointing the finger down, as you see in the indicated sign of the man, shows a desire for ruling. Therefore, our positive vibe is of great importance to be accepted by others. This means an open posture, eye contact, and a smile. Another skill that is linked to high emotional intelligence is the ability to understand the emotions of others, or empathy. Empathy is recognizing, understanding, and judging how others feel. Empathy is loving, encouragement, understanding, caring, and connecting to the emotions of others. All these make a harmonious and balanced communication. Only when one develops the ability to show empathy, only then can one be motivated enough to reach social intelligence, which is on the top of the EQ pyramid. Social intelligence is a system of irrelated skills and competencies. For example, they are ID culture, acceptance, and use of information, influencing others and working in a team, expressing an opinion, musical culture and art, ethical attitude and restraint in social networks, acknowledging someone else's opinion, ecological attitude towards nature, positive civic attitude, leadership skills, analysis of the situation, and honesty in relationships. Social intelligence is the way we prove ourselves in external environment, the way we build our own image, the way we show that we are a team player, the way we take responsibility and contribute personally. Ladies and gentlemen, the volume of information about emotional intelligence is huge. But in this presentation, I touched on the main guidelines, namely the 5 main components of EQ. They are self-knowledge, self-control, motivation for personal development, empathy, and the formation of skills to build high social intelligence. And not only this, the highest emotional intelligence provokes us to show our best. It also highlights our best features with which we strive for personal improvement and confidence. The highest emotional intelligence makes us satisfied people. Thank you for your attention.